to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He'll take it himself. Makes it past the marker. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play. Ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The give out of the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense on it, and they get that turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Power football with the run. Spins away from the defense. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out fired on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Edwards. Makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This coach told us he was going to be aggressive. Couldn't win this game by kicking field goals. But being aggressive is one thing, being reckless is another.
Yeah, and I'm going for the reckless, Reese. I'm all in. If you're going to be aggressive and you're going to go for a 4th down, that's your plan. Stick to it. High-scoring games are going to happen in college football. I need touchdowns, not field goals.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're setting up the screen. At the 45, on its way. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he had just enough to will that one home. This is now a 7-point game.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Didn't
turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the catch. It's Wiley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia going up tempo. To the air, it's Edwards. They're working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw it. Looking left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but it was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language advantage of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those...
There he goes! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make...
Fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Quickly complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The lone back's got it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. go hurry up here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Just keep slinging it. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Going right to work up top. Scrambling away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Got his man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Now it falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
And back to the air on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's missed three now with that last incompletion.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's going for it all. Makes the catch at the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bringing the heat. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe maybe pick up a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. And you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw, it's Edwards. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick spin on the line. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now he's looking to throw it. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to... to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dalton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Keep it on the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Complete to start this drive. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a move to get open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he drops 4th down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
This quarterback is having a Heisman moment in this game. These are the types of games that Heisman voters are going to pay attention to. He's now got over 450 passing yards.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 5 over Kennesaw State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Edwards. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! Smacks it with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Now from inside the red zone. Calls it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. He's got it. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out.
Breaks away on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. To the air, it's Edwards. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking for the two-point try. He's got the tight end. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Rush is on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.